Okay, we have a special treat today.
Oh, this is a treat.
Yeah.
I think this one was long overdue.
Yeah.
This is another round of white over black tattoos.
Yeah, we haven't done one of these in a while.
No, it's been a good long while.
It was like the second one we ever did.
Really?
Yeah, we did white over black was the second Remy Reacts.
Oh, dang.
And then we did one more like last year sometime.
Well, lots has happened in the world of white over black tattoos.
Oh, yeah.
And we're actually getting a lot more requests for them, weirdly enough.
I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I know. So let's go round number one here.
So this is more interesting to me than the geometric stuff.
So I tried to pick everything that was non-pattern based and different styles of things.
Yeah, this is cooler. Still really it's exactly what you'd expect from a white over black tattoo.
Oh, totally.
It's not really thinking outside the box.
Nope.
And I think more like what we're doing is kind of like outside the box.
Yep.
Like just using it in different ways. But still, I like to see this over the just shapes and stuff.
Yeah, me too.
I do like they've incorporated a little bit of shading in the butt of the spider.
Yeah, right.
But everything else is just kind of solid white or lined white.
Lined in white.
I just think people are too scared to take chances. And to that, I'd say, how many times has this arm been tattooed?
Yep.
Probably 4 or 5 times at least, I would think at this point.
I would hope so. It'd be weird if it was just twice.
If you're in that many times now, you probably got time to experiment. So why not play around and do a little more?
Yeah, no, that's...
Because it just looks really simple.
Well, I think we're still in the realm of like artists being like, okay, well, let's do this and see how it heals.
For sure. But, I mean, that being said, you're going to probably do a second pass of this either way. So
I would assume, yeah.
You can afford to be a little more ambitious.
I would agree.
Because if it doesn't work, who cares?
Yeah.
Like, it's not like it's going to be a big problem to black it out again. Really?
Oh, who knows? Maybe it is.
Wow, maybe.
All right, round number 2. Way more intricate.
Yeah, way more intricate. And this is way more ambitious for sure.
Yeah.
Like, they're using white in different ways.
Yep.
And this is kind of what I'm looking for is, like, use it in intelligent ways where you're playing with the black. Less like, oh, I'm going to make a white tattoo on your black arm. More like, I'm going to make a black and gray tattoo with black and white.
Yes.
Right? Like, that's more what this is.
Well, the thing that I like about it is, this person had a bad blackout.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that really served him well in getting a very cool tattoo afterwards.
Well, what we're figuring out is a bad blackout is a better background.
Oh, yeah. It's a far better canvas to work with.
Well, because you can still use more black.
Yeah.
Right? Like, there's nothing saying that the black is done.
Yep.
Like, you can't use any more black now.
Yeah.
So, like, I always thought maybe you want to get the black background smoothed out first before. But now I'm figuring out, like, the worse the blackout is, the better it's going to be for the tattoo afterwards.
Literally, yeah. If you want to be able to create depth.
So it's almost like if you were like a cover-up artist, you'd almost want to do like a crappy blackout first.
Oh, just give yourself the... Yeah. I get what
You know what I mean? Like, like if you were going to go this road.
Or even just like a dark wash.
Yeah. Just like I don't want this to be solid. I want it to be beat up and shitty.
Yeah.
I'm going to tattoo like an asshole and hope for the worst.
Yeah.
So that later I can tattoo like a star.
I'm going to do a piss poor job on round number 1.
Yeah, I'm covering up my own like hangover tattoo.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Like,
you know
it's
what I mean?
weird.
Yeah.
A bad tattoo can actually make a better tattoo in this case.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Because if you do it too well, man, you're making it real hard for yourself next time.
This is the one thing that I'm curious about is, like, I want to do whenever... Eventually, I assume I'm going to get my hands on a tattoo machine. I'd like to learn how to saturate and do some Panthera black somewhere random and then try and go over it with dynamic.
Oh, and see what happens?
See what happens.
Yeah.
Because that has been a curiosity to me the last few months is... Would it still have a contrast? Because it's a different color almost.
That's a great question.
Like, but I don't like. You don't want to piss around booking appointments that way. But if you had the time to experiment on yourself, there's all kinds of things I would love to try.
Well, that's the only problem though is you have to be able to experiment on yourself at a level of
that it would
doing
actually
it well.
Be proficient.
Yeah.
Because if you're not proficient, then you're not getting the real
point. You can use whatever you want, and it's not going to matter.
Well, you're not getting the real experience, right?
Yeah, 100%.
But yeah, this one is way cooler than the last
it's a
one.
step up in game, hey?
Yeah.
All right, next up. I like this.
Yeah, this is, again, way more interesting use of white.
Yeah.
And they've used black again, too.
Yeah, right?
So the black gives the white strength to stay around.
Yeah. Like, I'm not a big proponent of this style. I'm not a big armband guy either. But, like... Yeah.
Yeah.
But, like, to do something like this, I like this approach.
Yeah, this is way more interesting than the first one.
Yeah.
Again, I don't mean to keep beating up on the first one. It's just, it's very white over black.
Yeah.
This is more of an interesting.
It's like straight up.
Shaded white, and I've got black. I've got some negative. Like, it's all kinds of stuff going on here.
Yeah, that's a really dynamic tattoo.
You're not going to see another one of these walking around down the road either. It's pretty.
Hopefully not.
Well, not too often.
Yeah.
It's pretty interesting. So,
Yep, I like
while
it.
it's a fairly simple concept, it's pretty interesting approach. So,
Yeah, I would agree with you.
anyway, yeah, this is a really cool one. But I'm curious to see what you have for me next.
So we're getting into the realm of something that I don't see a lot of, which is script.
Yeah, you don't see this often.
I know.
Again,
It was one of those, like, I haven't seen this.
the only thing I hate about this picture is it's obviously like contrasted, maybe filtered, right? Like, but that being said, I still think this is a cool idea.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really matter much if this white lightens up a whole ton.
Yep.
Because you're just playing with the values, right? Like, it just has to be distinct enough to be noticeable.
Yeah.
That's a lot of the time what people don't understand is a lot of times the white isn't going to stay that bright.
Yeah.
It's just there to make a distinction.
Yeah.
Right?
Just creating a different tone.
Yeah, you're just making it stand out. That's it. It doesn't have to be super white. I think a lot of people lose that
Yeah.
idea. Like, they don't get that.
I absolutely love the halo effect they've got to help this border stand out. This little bit of white shading.
Yeah, that's really, really subtle trick right there.
Yeah.
You don't pick it out right away, but when you figure out what's going on there, it's just a little bit of brushed white
Yeah.
in. Right, it's gonna be even more subtle once this heals. It's gonna be super
It's
subtle.
gonna be barely there.
It's gonna be enough to push it forward, though,
Yeah.
because that's what's happened with this rose, where the black around the edge has gone a little bit, but it's enough that it keeps lifting it off. It's just you don't even notice what's doing it,
Yeah.
but it's something is popping it out, right?
Yeah. I just thought this was a very cool approach. Like,
Yep.
this is a guy flexing a little bit. You know what
Well,
I mean?
it is, and imagine if he does his whole arm similar to this.
Oh, I know.
You've got a really
So
cool
cool.
idea, right?
Yeah. I thought that was really neat. And then last but not least, speaking of Rose.
Yeah, this is another way to do a white on black rose.
Yep.
Again, using black in the white on black.
Yep.
Right. The only thing people notice is the white, though. Right?
Yeah, it's
like,
weird.
It's funny. It's like everything I'm doing, people are always like, I couldn't wait for the white. I was
Yeah.
waiting for the white. Like, the white is only that strong because of the black.
Yeah,
though,
exactly. If we
right?
didn't do the black, then you're not going to see it.
Yeah, that's exactly it.
Mm-hmm.
You need the harder black to pop the white. So I feel like the black gets no credit in this.
It really doesn't.
So I just want to give a shout out to the black here, the good old black.
It's the depth, bro.
Yeah,
That's what it's
'cause
all about.
They've definitely got darker blacks here than you can't see much of the original black arm in this picture. It's
No.
a shame.
Yeah,
Because I think this is a really terrible picture of a cool tattoo.
I would agree.
Like, it's just too close. I need this thing farther back so I can actually see what's going on here, like with the black arm too,
Mm-hmm.
because I want to see how much brighter the white is, how much darker the black is,
Right.
all that shit. But yeah, this is a really cool rose.
Yeah, I like
Very
it a lot.
stylistic. What is this on elbow?
I believe it's up on a shoulder.
See, that's hard for me to tell exactly where this is.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had to kind of frame the photo a little bit differently, but like, to be fair, it just blacks out. Like, the image just blacked out around here, like in a vignette. So I was just like, whatever.
That's
I'll
too
cut
bad.
out the-
Yeah,
cut
there's
out
too
the
much
noise.
editing going on with this thing.
There's a lot of editing in general. You know what I mean?
know.
It's I'm hoping that the world of tattoo moves away from that and gives just kind of more of how this stuff looks in its natural element. Even if you want to give an edited version as well, but like, give us one that looks just how it is in the room.
Yeah, and that's part of why I like to post healed too.
Yeah.
Like, I want people to see the reality of this stuff,
Yeah.
and I want you to see that it's not going to be as good as it looks the first day.
Yeah, oh,
it
yeah.
will never be.
Yeah.
Like, you can do as many passes as you want. It's always going to be dull-ish. But I mean, that doesn't mean you can't try and figure it out.
Yep.
It just means that it's not going to be as good as you think the first time.
Yeah, nothing ever is.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, this was fun.
Yeah. So
Yes.
that's I've got a bunch more too. I was
Yeah.
kind of cherry picking a little bit to get a different broad range of style. But
We can definitely do more of these
All right.
because I light up over this.
well, let us know if you want this or if you're gonna just be mad that we didn't do another viewer one.
Well, I have more and more to say progressively on this topic as
Yeah.
I do more with it.
Oh, of course.
So it's akin to my interests.
Yeah, I get that. All right. Keep on sending in your tattoos, and
Yes,
we'll
please.
keep on talking shit.